Welcome to Fox Squirrel at Acorn Hills. Players can enjoy the course in 3 modes: Fun Mode, Competitive Mode, and OG Mode. Competitive Mode will be highlighted in this video, as it is most likely what players will experience in a tournament. Hole 1 is a unique 272-foot par 3 with 2 double mandals. The right mandal is slightly deeper than the left. On this hole, both backhand and forehand are in play. If both mandals are missed, proceed to the drop zone with stroke and penalty. Now we will view the route through the left double mando. You can see the drop zone by the tall tree stump. The left mandal trees are staggered down the fairway, making the entry bigger. Forehanders and lefties will enjoy the advantages of this route. Hole 2 is a 359-foot par 3. This is the most difficult par 3 on the course. The long, narrow fairway bends to the right at the end, where a low approach ceiling guards the basket. For players that don't have 359 feet of straight distance, they can avoid the trees and throw straight into the fairway. If successful, they should have a chance to lay up and take a par. Hole 3 is a 303-foot par 3. There are 2 lanes that will keep both righties and lefties happy. The left lane is more direct, with a gradual right turn to the hanging basket. It is more of a tunnel than the right route, so accuracy is important if you choose to throw it. If you're short, be careful when running your putts, as they can glide past the basket, down the hill, and around some trees, ensuring number bogey. The right route will be a popular choice for righty backhanders. As long as they make it through the initial gap, they will cut off the majority of the hole. The basket is more protected from this angle and requires more accuracy or luck to park the shot and score a birdie. Hole 4 is a 321-foot par 3 with a slight turn to the right. Forehanders and lefties had the advantage here. Be careful of the narrow initial gap that is slightly uphill. Righty backhanders can try a turnover shot to ride up and then down the slope of the hill. A shorter drive will have to contend with these 2 trees on the approach to the green. Hole 5 is a slightly downhill, dead straight, 370-foot par 3. Righty backhanders will find it difficult, as many shots will end left in the rough. The green is protected by guardian trees from several angles, making it nearly as difficult as hole 2. Most will try to throw straight, pitch up, and take a par. Hole 6 is a 381-foot par 3. The tee shot is downhill, and the fairway is open most of the way. For players without 400 feet of distance, a decent placement shot will make it to about here. Then the player can chip a forehand or hyzer around the big guardian pine and take a par. Hole 7 is Fox Squirrel's iconic 587-foot par 5 that flows down and back up a valley. This hole is characterized by tight OB, requiring players to land left of the tall grass OB markers. The creek is also OB. OB off the tee is a stroke and distance. The safest route is to land in the flat area around the 300-foot marker. The second shot will be even trickier as you attempt to throw up the hill towards the basket. The green opens up a bit more, and 2 decent inbound shots will usually result in a birdie or even an eagle. Regular hole 8 is a 406-foot par 4. It has tight OB lines along the same field as hole 7. Players throw uphill from the tee pad. Going OB is stroke and distance. A disc that can travel left is typically safe, but if it skips down the slope, you may find yourself OB. Over the creek to the left is also OB. Bombers have a chance to eagle this hole as the green opens up near the basket. 2 inbound shots should help secure a birdie. The alternative hole 8 is a 480-foot par 4. Compared to the regular hole, it is more difficult in the first half as it travels the lower part of the hill over the OB creek. There is more boundary OB along the left side and straight ahead further up. A shot that lands in over the creek or in the tall grass to the right is also OB. The last half of the hole plays the same as a regular hole 8. This hole is typically only used for league and tournament rounds and not open during regular days. Hole 9 is a signature 479-foot par 4. There is a wide open fairway with no OB unless you land in the parking lot, street, or in the fenced-in garden area to the left. Note that there is an alternative route on this hole, accessible by driving long to the right, then throwing a hyzer approach over the pond. Be careful though, an unlucky shot will end OB in the pond. Overall, without major errors, this is a gettable birdie. Hole 9 ends near the parking lot, so players can use the bathroom or rehydrate on their way to the wooded back 9. Hole 10 is a 280-foot par 3. While there is room to let your disc fly, an errant tee shot could land over the barbed wire OB. Players may take 2 meters of relief from where the disc was last in bounds with a stroke penalty. With a decent drive, there is no excuse not to get a par. Hole 11 is a dead straight 300-foot par 3. The hole plays slightly shorter with a gradual downhill slope. Off the tee, the first available trees come into play here, and the fairway bottlenecks as you approach the basket. Hole 12 is a memorable 314-foot par 3. Off the tee, it has one of the tightest gaps of the entire course. Let it rip, as a good righty backhand hyzer shot can give you a birdie opportunity. Hitting a first available will leave you scrambling to make bogey. Hole 13 is a traditional wooded 289-foot par 3. A straight to stable mid-range will work well for most players down the slight hill. Stay away from the trees and you should be able to navigate your way to the green. Hole 14 is a 396-foot par 4. There is a long straight fairway tunnel with barbed wire OB on the right. If your disc lands OB, take stroke and distance from the last inbounds. The tunnel becomes even narrower on the approach to the basket, which is fortified by guardian trees. A decent drive and upshot makes this a very gettable birdie. As with all OBs on the course, attempt to utilize the provided disc retrievers, and if unable to retrieve after the round is over, let Tom or the TD know what hole and where it went out so they may retrieve your disc. Hole 15 is a 272-foot par 3 with initial hill off the tee. A bad tree kick to the right can force you over the barbed wire OB. You will want a disc that can go long and straight, but fade left at the end, skipping into circle 1. Hole 16 is a 265-foot par 3 dogleg left. There's a decent ceiling here, so a high hyzer shot plays well. Throwing long is safer for long open putt, or go for glory with something skippy, dodge the guardian trees, and take your birdie. Hole 17 is a short, flat, 238-foot par 3 that bends to the right. Lefties will be pleased with this easy lefty hole. Righties can go forehand or a turnover disc. Avoiding trees almost always gives you an opportunity to putt for a birdie. Hole 18 is a 269-foot par 3. There is a single mandel tree that you must go to the left of, ensuring bad/lucky shots are not rewarded. Righties can use the tall ceiling to throw a big turnover backhand, or lefties can throw something stable to try to get up. Beware, hitting a tree or going left can make this a punishing hole. Acorn Hills offers several amenities such as putting greens, maintained porta potty, benches, trash cans throughout the course, and opportunities to buy food produced by the farm. Leagues are offered and have several rewards weekly. New players must sign a waiver upon first time playing, but only need to do so once a year. The course fee is $5 a day, and season passes are available if you talk to Tom.